Hello together. Great that you want to watch my new video again. Today I present you an old lens from the 1990s.
Tokina AT-X 2.8 28 to 80mm.
I borrowed the lens from my best photo buddy. With him I've been going around the world since 1989. He had used it on his analog Canon EOS cameras back then. The focal length range we both like, the speed anyway. I photographed at the time with the Canon f2.8 to 428 to 80mm red ring, ultrasonic L. This lens I have already presented to you in a video. The Tokina lens weighs 819 grams. Is 120mm long and has a diameter of 84mm. Since the lens was manufactured with different mounts, for example Canon EF, Minolta AF, Nikon AF, and Pentax K, the sizes and weights may differ slightly depending on the bayonet. Its optical construction consists of 16 elements in 12 groups. Screw-in filters require the size of 77mm. The aperture consists of 9 blades. It focuses to 50 cm at all focal lengths, resulting in a maximum magnification of 0.2. The front lens does not rotate when focusing, and the Tokina AT-X is used as a lens hood. On the Sony A7III I used the Sigma MC11 adapter, which I'm sure you already know from my other videos. It didn't always work reliably with this lens, so I had to turn the camera off and on more often to get the autofocus to work. On my analog Canon EOS models, however, the autofocus worked quickly, precisely and reliably. But the most important thing, of course, is the image quality of a lens. And it may sound hard, but this lens delivers below average, almost poor quality here. Numerous aberrations are present, some of them very clearly. Here on this photo you can see the chromatic aberration, purple reddish color fringes. Here, unsharpness caused by spherical aberration, is clearly visible. Flares are clearly visible. The lens, to be fair, shows flares like many zooms of the time, and even today this can be a weak point of zooms. The lens also suffers from noticeable barrel distortion in the wide-angle range. A correction profile for image editing programs is not available. Here you can see a subject I photographed with different aperture settings. In my opinion, the central area of the image is already sufficiently sharp at aperture 2.8. The corners are blurred. Stopping down to f4 mainly eliminates the otherwise strong vignetting. From f5.6, the peripheral areas are much sharper. f8 seems to be the sweet spot. Of course, you always have to ask yourself, what subjects do I want to photograph with this lens? Do I need sharpness from corner to corner? Or do I often photograph subjects with an open aperture, set them free, and therefore do not need sharp corners? As a standard zoom, for a lens that I always have with me, it is not suitable in my opinion. There are much better alternatives, even on the second-hand market. I would like to show you another example with focal length 47mm at f2.8. At the beginning you get an impression of what the lens delivers, unprocessed. Then you'll see how I processed the image and got at least a usable result. Digital post-processing is necessary in any case, and even then you will not get a technically perfect image. My photo buddy was disappointed by the optical quality, and so was I. One thing is certain. Even though my Canon 2.8 to 428 to 80mm mentioned earlier is a whole f-stop slower in the telephoto range, it is clearly optically superior to the Tokina. As always in my lens introduction videos, I'll finish by showing you pictures I took with the star of the video. Thank you very much for your time and interest in my video. If you liked the video, please give me a like, and also subscribe to my channel. Until next time, yours, Aperture 1.4.